I'm Diane Maas. I am the daughter and daughter-in-law of World War II veterans, wife and sister-in-law to Vietnam-era veterans, and first and foremost, I am the mother of a United States Marine. Being a Marine mom has brought me some of the proudest, loneliest, and most sleep-deprived times of my life. It's been quite a journey of faith and of human observation since Kyle begged Steve and me to sign on the dotted line for him when he was 17. As I began to tell my friends and acquaintances of Kyle's plans to become a Marine, it was interesting to observe the different reactions people had. As a PT at the time, I was working at an assisted living center. So most of my patients were either World War II veterans or their spouses were. The question was overwhelmingly, "You must be very proud," which of course I was. As I told the people closer to my age, I was surprised that their reaction was not nearly as supportive. I would hear things like, "You're trying to talk him out of it, aren't you?" Or, "How are you going to feel if something happens to him and you helped him cut through the red tape?" But my favorite is, "There must be something wrong with him if he actually thinks he can kill people." I wondered what the difference was between my generation and the greatest generation that not only fought the deadliest war in our nation's history, but the country that stood behind them while they did it. I was beginning to find out that by Kyle's enlisting, I was now a part of a new world, the family. The military family sees the world through a slightly different lens than the civilian family. For instance, unrest in the Middle East, threats by a North Korean dictator, or talk of attacking Syria threaten not just your country, they threaten your family. Hearing of the death of a soldier or seeing that flag-draped coffin on the news isn't just sad, it's terrifying. You understand the lives that will never be the same again because this individual paid the ultimate price. As a military family, your flag flies 24/7, and you secretly wonder, why doesn't every American's? You learn quickly that no news is good news, and adjust to not hearing from or know exactly where your child is because you have to. You can survive incredible amounts of time on 3 hours of sleep a night and will go out of the way in the airport to say thank you for your service to any military personnel you see. Partly because you sincerely appreciate the sacrifice, their sacrifice, and partly because it makes you feel closer to your child. You rejoice when you hear the news your child is coming home from deployment, but it's soon followed by a sick feeling in your stomach because you soon realize that he will need to be replaced, and another mother is learning that her son or daughter is leaving soon. So your heart aches for her because you know what she will have to endure for the next 6 months. You pray like you've never prayed before and struggle with the realization that you are not in control, and that indeed everything is in God's control, in God's hands. And suddenly and amazingly, your ability to survive in the military family becomes a little easier. You cry whenever you hear the Star-Spangled Banner, when they show clips of military homecomings on TV, and pretty much at the drop of a hat. A lot of people don't get it, but if you're part of a military family, you do. It's because of all these things and so much more that I felt called to get involved in a military ministry. So if you recognized yourself here, have a child, spouse, friend, or some other family member in the military, this new ministry could be for you. If you're interested in participating, my contact information is in the bulletin. Thank you, and may God troops.